Declinatio quarta. So now that we've covered all the varieties of the third declension, we're going to start with the fourth. How do we recognize these? Remember, when we have a noun where we're trying to recognize which declension it is, we always want to look at that genitive singular and see what's there. So for the fourth declension, what we'll see in the genitive singular is us with this long U. These nouns are usually masculine, but sometimes they're feminine. Here's some examples from the chapter. Arcus, arcus, masculine. Exercitus, exercitus, masculine. Manus, manus, feminine. Passus, passus, masculine. You'll notice that they all start with us in the nominative singular as well. So be careful, because we've seen a lot of nouns that have us in the nominative singular, but there are actually three different possibilities for which declension those nouns belong to. So it could be a second declension masculine noun like servus, servus, servi. It could be a third declension neuter noun like corpus, corpus, corporis. Or it could be a fourth declension noun like manus, manus, manus. So you always want to make sure that you're looking at this genitive singular, servi, that I there tells us its second declension, corporis, that is tells us its third declension, and manus, the us, tells us that it's fourth declension. Here are the endings for the fourth declension. Arcus, arcus, arcui, arcum, arcu, arcus, arcuum, arcibus, arcus, arcibus. So the same way that the first declension, most of the endings had A, second, most of them had U or O, third declension, they mostly have E or I. Fourth declension, they almost all have U there. And we see in the dative and ablative plural, we see this ibus come up again, just like in the third declension. The there is a genitive plural ending we might recognize from the third declension, but here instead of being or ium, it's because we need to get those extra U's in there. The dative, remember we had long I, E as our dative ending in the third declension. Here it's ui, and then looks very accusative. So a lot of these endings are not hard to recognize for what they are, but it's a matter of memorizing them. Another example, manus, here it's feminine, but still uses the same endings. Manus, manus, manui, manum, manu, manus, manum, manibus, manus, manibus. There are a few fourth declension neuter nouns that use slightly different endings, but we're not going to worry about them because they're so rare. So make sure that you memorize these endings, that you'll learn to recognize them as well.